Hello students, I hope you people are fine and safe at home. Today we are starting the history first chapter. The name of the chapter is The Rise of Nationalism in Europe. As I have told you in the 9th class, when we were studying the French Revolution, that in 10th class you are going to get the continuation of this chapter where in detail you are going to study about the Giuseppe-Mazzini Jacobean Club and how the revolution has been moved forward and what was the end of it. So now today in this chapter we are going to continue that. So let's start the chapter. Students, this chapter starts with the first picture that has been given to us, a very important picture, because from this picture you can get the 1 mark question. Just look at this picture. The dream of the worldwide democratic and social republic. The portrait between nation, a print prepared by Frederick Sauvé, 1848. Now this picture has been drawn by the French artist during 1848, and his aim when he was drawing, he was putting his dream where he wants the world to be democratic and social republic. Here's the full description of the picture, you will see further. So as I have told you about the picture, in 1848, Frederick Sauvé, a French artist, has drawn this picture. In the series of 4 pictures, he has put his dream where he wants the country to be democratic and political republic. So, the first print of the series shows that the people of Europe and America, all the men and women of all the age of America, they want the democracy. They want their country to get free from the monarchy. And they were marching in a long train and offering homage to the Statue of Liberty. As they passed by it, as you will recall, artists of the time of the French Revolution personified liberty as a female figure. Here the word female figure has been shown, as in India, like we people, whenever someone has told us to draw the picture, mostly we used to draw the Bharat Mata, that is the female figure. Same over here, the Statue of Liberty is a female figure where the people of all the age of Europe and America, they were moving in like a train, a long train towards the Statue of Liberty and giving his homage towards it. Now, when these people, they were moving, there were the different groups of people, and how we have recognized that they all are belonging to different groups? We have recognized them by the flags they were holding in their hands and the costume of their nation which they were wearing. And when this train is moving, when this group of people, they were moving towards the Statue of Liberty, the first one who has been reached the first was the French people, and the Statue of Liberty, holding a light in one hand and a book on the another hand. The light is to enlighten the people, to give the knowledge to the people about, and the second hand, the book which contains all the human rights. So the Statue of Liberty giving light to the people and telling them what are your rights. As I have told you, the Statue of Liberty, where all the groups of people, they were moving towards it. The first one who reached the Statue of Liberty was the French. And how we have identified that they were the French people? We have identified them by the tricolor. Because as I have told you in the early also in the 9th class, that the French people, when they started the revolution, first they have replaced the flag with the royal standard, by which 3 colors. They have used the tricolor to represent the flag of France. So we have recognized them that the first one was the French people by the tricolor flag which they were carrying. Now, following the German people are the people of, when the French people, after that who are there? The German people, people of Oceania, the kingdom of the 2 Sicilies, Lamberg, Poland, England, Ireland, Hamburg and Russia. These all are the people who were following them, because everyone wants the freedom, everyone wants the democracy. Now, this chapter will deal with many of the issues. Like when we are going to read this chapter, there are many issues which we are going to study. During the 19th century, nationalism emerged as a force. Like during the time of 19th, it's become very important to get a democracy because the people, they want their nation. The end result of this change was the emerge of the nation state. And what was, like after the revolution, what was the end result we got it? That is the nation state. The France has been declared as a nation. The concept and practice of modern state in which a centralized power exercise sovereign control over a clearly defined. Now, here the two words has been used, modern state and nation state. First, I will explain you the meaning of these two. I have told you the meaning. I am going to explain you the modern state. The word modern state has been used over there. Centralized power exercised by the Soviet control over a clearly defined territory. When a clearly defined territory has been given where the Soviet is getting the power he is controlling. A nation state is one in which the majority of its citizen and ruler came to develop a sense of common identity and share. They are only the Soviet, and here's the all people, citizen and the ruler came to develop, like all are coming together and they were doing it and they were making an identity and shares the history. So this is the difference. So, the concept and practice of a modern state in which a centralized power exercise Soviet control over clear defined territory, I have told you, has been developed over a long period of time in Europe. It has been already developed there in the Europe where the Soviet, the government, they were ruling it a particular territory for a long period. But a nation state was one in which all the citizen and the ruler, they were all together. This communist does not exist from time emotionally. It was formed through struggle, through the action and the leader and the common people. Like the people, they want the nation state, so that has been take a very long time and that need a lot of struggle by the people, then only they have achieved it. So, in this chapter, we are going to study about the process through which nation state and the nationalism come into begin in the 19th century in Europe. So, we are going to see how the nation state and the nationalism has come in Europe in this complete chapter. Now, the French Revolution and the idea of the nation. How the French Revolution has started and how the idea of the nation has come to their mind. The first clear expression of nationalism come with the revolution in 1789. You remember in the 9th class 1789 where the Balkan, the palace, the people they have broken it, the revolution has been started from there only. France, as you remember, was a full-fledged territory state in 1789. It was full, which is under the monarchy. Who was ruling it? The monarchy, he was ruling the country. The political and the constitution change that comes in the work of the French Revolution led to the transfer of sovereignty from the monarchy. Like this was the time like when the French Revolution has started, that has replaced the monarchy from the monarchy to the sovereignty. The revolutionary proclaimed that it was the people who could henceforth constitution the nation and the shape its destiny. According to the people, that the people were the only who can make their constitution and can shape it. Now, from the beginning only the French Revolution was being practiced, and how that has created amongst the people, like the people they get attracted towards the revolution. First, the idea of collectivity should be created among the people. So what the revolutionaries do, they first create an idea, the belongingness amongst the collective identity, said that they all are belonging to France, and then only these people they can come and join it. So first thing what they have done, the collective identity amongst the French people. Then they have introduced the idea of la patrie, that is the fatherland, and the la citoyenne emphasized the notion of the united community among equal rights. Then they have told the people the la patria, which means the fatherland, and la citoyenne, the citizen. Then the revolutionaries, they tell the people that this is your fatherland and you are the citizen, you are the owner of it. So fight for it, come and join the revolution. This idea, this thing has been introduced among the people so that they can come and join the revolution. A new French flag And then what they have done, they replaced the royal standard flag with the tricolor flag, which chosen to replace the formal royal standard. The Eastern Journal was elected by the body of active citizen. First thing what they have done, collective identity. Second, La Patria and La Citonia. The third thing, they replaced the flag. Fourth thing, what they have done, they have taken administrative people from the active citizen only. He has selected the assembly general from the active citizen only, so that the common people, when the active citizen will be there, so that they will definitely going to work for the French people. New oaths, hymns were composed, a centralized administration system has been introduced, then they have made a new hymns, new oath has been put in which the French name used to be taken again and again. And then what they have done, they have centralized the system. Whatever the decision they used to take it, they used to apply it all over the country. So centralized administration system is also introduced by them. Internal custom duty has been abolished. Now the people of the French, they don't need to pay the custom duty. And even their like uniform weight measure system, like weighting measure for every item has also been introduced. So this is all on which the idea of French has been created, where to make the people come and join the revolution. Now with the idea which I am telling you, now what happening, the French army, they used to go and motivate the people, and when this army were going, when the news of this idea has started spreading, so the different educated middle class people, students, other members, they started setting up a Jacobean club. What they were forming? They were forming the Jacobean Club. Their activities and campaign prepared the way for the French army. And what they used to do? They used to prepare the activities so which the French army, like whatever they were doing, so which they moved into Holland, Belgium, Switzerland and the much of the Italy in 1790. This is one mark question. Like where the French army used to move? Holland, Belgium, Switzerland and much of Italy. With the outbreak of the revolutionary, the French army began to carry the idea of nationalism abroad. The idea which I have told you, the centralized administration system, new flag, the tricolor, the La Patria and La Citoyenne, all this idea, the French army, they started moving towards this part and spreading it to all part of the country. Now, when the revolution has been started, the Jacobean Club has been formed by the middle class people. The army, they started moving towards Holland, Belgium and Italy and other parts. And what happening? The French Revolution has been taken over by the Napoleon. You remember in the 9th class we have studied about the Napoleon. So the Napoleon, he has taken over it. And the Napoleon has introduced many of the reforms that he has already introduced in France, and he has introduced many of the new reforms. Though a return to a monarchy, Napoleon has no doubt destroyed democracy. As the monarchy, I have told you that before the Napoleon, the monarchy rule used to be there. The monarchies, they have totally destroyed the democracy. No doubt, the Napoleon has also done the same thing. He has destroyed the democracy in the country. He is not giving the power to the citizen to do whatever they wish to do it. But in the administrative field, but when we talk about the administrative, he done a lot of changes and which was being accepted by the people also. And even this code used to call, like the Napoleon, when the Napoleon has taken over and he has introduced many reforms that used to call as Civil Code of 1804. Very important. What is Civil Code of 1804? In the board exam, you usually get the question, what is Civil Code of 1804? So don't forget that they were asking about the Napoleon. We have to tell about the Napoleon administrative system, usually known as the Napoleon Code also. This civil code also known as the Napoleon Code 1804. Did away all the privilege based on birth. What is the Civil Code 1804? First, that has taken all the privilege from the birth. You have listened to a famous dialogue that Raja ka beta Raja nahi banega. So same thing that he has done it, like they have stopped making that monarchy, the king's sons going to become the king. That has been the privilege, all the privilege which is given on the birth has been taken away. established equality before the law and secured the right to property. Now the equality, everyone is equal and the right of the property has been given to them. This code was exported to the region under French control. Like this has been started importing everywhere. In the Dutch public, in Switzerland and in Italy and Germany, Napoleon simplified administration division. Even he has simplified the administration system. What he did, abolish the feudal system. He has totally abolished the feudal system and the free peasant from serfdom and the manorial dues. Whatever the dues the peasant they were having, he had made them free. Before the Napoleon, whatever the dues they were having, so when the Napoleon was there, he has made them free from all the dues. In the towns too, gold restriction were removed. Now what is the gold system? When the people is not allowed to move from one place to another freely. So that system has been also removed by the Napoleon. Transport and communication system were improved. Now the transportation and the communication system has been introduced. And the artists, the peasant, the workers, those who are there, they have enjoyed a new freedom, like they have got a lots of freedom. Businessmen and small scale producer of good in particular began to realize that uniform laws, standard weight and measure and a common national currency will facilitate the movement and exchange of good and capital from one region to another. When the small businessman and all the workers, they have find that the businessman, small scale producer, because as the Napoleon has introduced the equal measure system, new currency has been introduced, so it will very easy for them to do the business from one region to another region. However, in the area conquered, the reaction of the local population to French rule were mixed. Now, as I have told you, the Napoleon has taken the democracy, but in the administrative part, he has done it very well. So, the people's reaction was very mixed. Initially, in many places such as Holland and Switzerland, as well as in certain cities like Brussels, Mazin, Milan and Warsaw, the French armies were welcomed. These are the places where the people, they used to welcome them. When the army, they used to go and tell them the idea of the French Revolution, these people, they used to welcome them. But the initially enthusiasm soon turned to hostility. What happened later on, when these people, they used to welcome them, now after the few years, they stopped hosting them, like they were neglecting them. They don't want them to become there. Because why they want this? Because the system, administration system and the political system, they both was not going hand to hand. Increased taxation, what the Napoleon he did, because he want to conquer the whole other parts of the area also, due to which he need a lot of expenses has been increases on the army. So what he did, he put lot of taxes on the people. So he has increased the taxes, forced conscription into the French army. As to conquer the many other parts, Napoleon, he need the army. So he started forcing the people, common people, to come and join the army even when they are not wish to join it. All seem to overweight the advantage of the administration. Because of all this, whatever the administration advantage he has given to the people, but these two advantages were overlapping it. So the people, they were not liked it, and that is the reason the people, they stopped welcoming the French army. So class, this is the first part which we have done, that is the French Revolution and how the idea has been come. The 5 ideas I have told, then the Napoleon Code I have told. In the second video, we will continue the chapter.